EJ's back, baby. Much to discuss as we decide whether the Eagles are now the NFC Super Bowl favorites. Coming up next on the PHLY Eagles podcast. Hello, everybody! Live from the Xfinity Studio. Welcome to the PHLY Eagles podcast on a trade deadline Tuesday, presented by Bet365 and Ashley Bo Wulf. And the man is back. EJ Smith returned from over across the pond, London and Paris. We'll get into what you can tell us about your travels, EJ. We're going to talk Jaelan Phillips, obviously, what we think this defensive rotation is going to look like in the second half of the season. Maybe some A.J. Brown discussions and what the offense is going to look like in the second half. But let's get right into it here with the big deal presented by Cherry Hill Kia. And let's discuss the question at hand. Howie Roseman, you sneaky dog, have you turned the Eagles into favorites in the NFC to go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I had a lot of time to reflect on the way that the season started for the Eagles. And obviously a lot has happened since the last time I was on this set. And I don't know if it's just because I have spent some time away from the team. I'm not in the day-to-day minutia so much, or maybe it's getting away from everybody and, not having to deal with some of those storylines. But I just came back.
The drama is
exactly. Yeah. I get away from all of I think it's fair to say there have been times in the first half of the season that the Eagles, miserable maybe would be a strong word, but a fair word.
Yes.
And getting away from all of that and then coming back, seeing how the Sunday games went, I just started to ask myself, are the Eagles just clear cut the Super Bowl favorites at this point, at least to make it out of the NFC and get to the Super Bowl? And I don't really know which team you'd point to say. It's probably the Lions, but I don't know what team you would look at and say okay, that is a team that really belongs in that conversation with the Eagles, especially after the trade deadline moves. I feel like they really are starting to look like the team that we kind of expected them to be at the beginning of the season, ironically enough.
Well, what is the most important thing in this race here is that they are playing in the weakest division.
Yeah.
And it's crazy the things that you can see. Their magic number in winning the NFC East is 6, which is insane.
Yeah.
They are 6-2, and the next place team in the division is the Cowboys at 3-5-1. So it's basically done and dusted. And so they have a real legitimate path to the 1 seed, it looks like. However, They have a difficult schedule. So we'll get into this. And there are really, according to the odds makers, 7 contenders basically to win the NFC. And right now, the Eagles lead the way at plus 400, right? Just following them is the Rams at plus 425. Then you go to the Lions at plus 450. The Packers at plus 475, and this is all courtesy of our friends at Bet365. Then you go to the Seahawks at plus 600. Then you go to the Bucks all the way down at plus 1,000, and then the Niners at plus 1,200. Those are the teams, and then we can get into some of where they rank offensively and defensively, what their schedules look like. But do you think that is a fair jockeying in terms of where the Eagles stand?
I do. I think that the next 2 weeks will be very instructive to this. Obviously, we could be having a much different discussion.
Absolutely.
But I think, especially going into it, the advantage that they have over the Lions and the Packers in terms of the record column, if they can continue the tiebreaker against those two teams over these next 2 weeks, I think the difference, and we talked a lot about this last year too, we never saw the Eagles and the Lions play in the postseason, but the idea of playing the Lions at Lincoln Financial Field in the cold compared to having to go to Detroit for the playoffs, that's got to be front of mind over these next 2 weeks. The same thing with the Packers, having to play the Packers at home instead of having to go to Lambeau. I think that the fact that they already have that advantage, and again, if you look more just like at the Eagles, like the way that they looked offensively the last 2 weeks, the identity that it feels like they're starting to unearth here with this under center play action game, and the way that it has unlocked the running game in a certain respect. Obviously, we want to see more of a sample size.
Yeah, I'm not willing to go say that it's their identity,
but I feel like we're starting to see momentum toward an identity with the under center looks, and I think that is an important thing. Again, keep in mind, listening to an interview with David Baker and our friend Zack Baun that I thoroughly enjoyed, for the record.
I tell you what, I had never heard of that guy, Zack Baun, and just to be able to see him talk to David Baker, I thought was interesting. I'm a little bit curious to follow his career moving forward.
I hope that the listeners picked up on what just happened here. But staying,
well, I've never seen the guy. I mean, I watched PHLY. You learn about new people, who I didn't know about before. Wannabe GM was one of them earlier, except to get him into the mix this week as well. And so, this Berman guy, I mean, I'm not paying attention to local authors necessarily. What was his name? But if if he's going to be on with David Baker, that seems like a good entryway to learning more about him.
And what was his name again? Just in case,
Well, I can't remember. It was Mr. Berman, right?
There's a couple Bermans around here. You need to be.
There are a couple Bermans around here.
But I thought one of the things that he said that was a great point is that, like, the Eagles offense probably didn't look great for most of last season, and really, like, if you compare where they are this year compared to last year, honestly, they feel like they're right on track. So, again, zooming out, in Europe, there were a few people who unearthed what I did. I was trying to I always try to keep it under wraps, not trying to flex on anybody.
Okay.
But whenever I started talking to people about the Eagles, they say, do you think they'll make it back to the Super Bowl? And my initial answer is, it's hard to do. But the more I thought about it, it's like, I don't know who in the NFC I feel like strongly could really give them the challenge that maybe we expected at the beginning of the season.
Okay. Schedule-wise, though, and this is a bit of the impediment. Eagles have the third most difficult schedule based on the Vegas odds of the teams they're playing against.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is the Lions, who are the sixth most difficult schedule. Then you get to the Packers and the Seahawks. Then you get to the Rams, and I think the Rams are one where this is the team who, to me, is right there with the Eagles. Now the Eagles have a tiebreaker advantage over them, but if you're just looking at the teams here where they rank on offensive EPA per drive and defensive EPA per drive, the Rams are the ones who are in the top six, and both of them sixth in offense, first in defense. And listen, we'll get to the larger discussion about the Eagles and whether you think that defense is going to really, really improve now that they have completely fortified and reshaped the edge rotation look.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think that the Eagles' inner turmoil stuff just disappears because
definitely
the rest
not.
of the NFC had a bad weekend and the Eagles have imported some new talent. They still have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not discounting the inner turmoil of it all and like the risk that might pose, but again, I think it's also important to remember, like, they had some of this stuff happening last year too. They had some of this stuff happening the year before. Really, a lot of these issues aren't new. So I think that they've shown the ability to navigate. At least last year, they showed the ability to navigate that stuff. So to me, it really comes down to, like, even.
Whoa!
Oh no. It's Quinnen Williams?
Quinnen Williams is going to.
Just tell me. I don't want to guess. I'm too scared to guess.
The Cowboys.
Oh my God. Oh. That's hilarious. What do they give?
Doing?
Did we know what they gave up yet?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Quinnen Williams. So Dallas trades Micah Parsons.
What are they doing?
And then is like, we need a difference-making pass rusher. Let's get Quinnen Williams. I think Quinnen Williams is a good player. It says Ian Rappaport says a first-round pick in exchange for Quinnen Williams.
That's it? Huh.
I mean, it doesn't really move the needle that much for me, for the Cowboys specifically.
Yeah, the Cowboys have had a very good offense this year.
To me, this is really just like an admission, like, man, this team might have been interesting if they just kept Micah Parsons. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, they don't have to have the cash outlay of paying his signing bonus like they would have had to with but yeah, I mean,
your team
is very silly.
Yes.
Also, they're giving up a first-round pick.
It's the Cowboys first, not the Packers first.
Next year's first.
Yeah.
Yeah, why couldn't they give up the Packers first? You know,
That's a good
it's going to
point.
be like
That's the better of the,
you know, I don't know, 10th pick in the draft.
yeah, that's the better of the two picks. I don't get that. I don't get that move at all. I mean, that is literally like oh man, wish we would have kept a difference making pass rusher in the first place. Which is
That's
what most
wild.
people would have said. You know, remember what I said about the Cowboys? They're in their unserious era.
Yeah.
I feel vindicated by this. I've had to put a validated in the cooldown. I said validated too many times on the show, but yeah, feeling good about that unserious era.
Cowboys.
That is a surprise. I thought you were going to tell me like
I'm actually surprised that if a first was all it took for Quinnen Williams, that a different team. I guess you're not going to meet. You're probably not going to do better than the Cowboys.
Yeah,
first,
I don't have his salary stuff in front of me, but I mean, he just recently signed. Yeah, I mean,
funny.
This does not change how I feel about the Eagles' path out of the NFC to the Super Bowl.
No. All right, let's take a break, regroup, and we will get into the Jaelan Phillips of it all after these words from our sponsors. We start with our friends at Mack Weldon. Here's a little secret, a little TMI. I'm wearing Mack Weldon underwear right now. That's what you need to know. And guess what? I feel great. I feel very comfortable because Mack Weldon, they are craftsmen and women at Mack Weldon. They know exactly what they're doing. They're making you comfortable clothes, breathable clothes, not just underwear, but including underwear. When you get Mack Weldon stuff, you get effortless style and comfort all year long. It is the go-to choice for guys who want to look great without even trying. Mack Weldon clothes are designed to fit your style and the demands of modern life. They look like regular clothes, but feel like the latest in modern comfort. For over 10 years, Mack Weldon has designed timeless, innovative menswear to help you move through the day with confidence, even if you're just hanging in your underwear. That'll be a different show later this year. Get breathable clothes you can feel comfortable in all year long. Go to MackWeldon.com and get 20% off your first order of $125 or more with promo code PHLY. That's MackWeldon.com. Promo code PHLY. There you go.
Next, let's talk about Factor. It's a service I've used personally even before joining the team here at PHLY because they offer chef-prepped, dietitian-approved meals and make it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious no matter how hectic the season gets. Factor has a variety and more meals. Choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp at no extra cost. They've got great nutrition as well, which is why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. Feel the difference no matter your routine. My wife and I use them, and you should too. Eat smart at factormeals.com/PHLY500 slash PHLY50 off and use the code PHLY50 off to get the 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code PHLY50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
Back on the PHLY Eagles podcast. Bo and EJ, how are you?
We didn't ask Lindsay how she feels about the Jets trading not just Quinnen Williams, but Sauce Gardner in the same day.
Lindsay, what a day. How are we feeling? How's your husband holding up?
Not going to be fun at home. Yeah.
You can't just, float the promise of 3 first-round picks down the line.
Trust the process. Yeah.
How about the Sauce Gardner ones are 27 and 28? Is that right?
Yeah, that's like the dumbest thing.
That's crazy.
That's the dumbest part of that trade. It's like if you're the Colts, like this might be your 1 year to do this. Those could be really good picks. So, but I've been wrong on the Colts before. I hated on the Colts before the season. I checked the spread your wins and fly when on vacation.
Okay, I did take the Jets. That I regret.
But
I also feel good about using my first round pick on the one that I felt the best about.
You know what's hilarious is
under Commanders.
My first 3 or 4 picks are going terribly. Like I've got the Ravens, the Chiefs, just really, really catastrophically bad picks. But the volatility of this exercise, my bottom 4 or 5 teams are all doing well. So I actually am not as out of it as I thought I was.
You're a power bottom.
It's not the first time somebody said that about me.
Really?
Actually, no, I don't have.
I think you might want to check that.
I don't know if I don't have. I do lift, and I'm not very strong. I'm not as strong in my legs as I would like to be. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Let's move on. What was your reaction and thinking about it over the past 24 hours about the trade of a 3rd-round pick to the Miami Dolphins for Jaelan Phillips?
I think it makes sense, especially where this team is at right now. The draft compensation that they've built up, they sort of had this luxury available to them. I think that maybe a lot has been made about the comp pick potential for Jaelan Phillips. I think like the likelihood that you get a comp pick, especially like a high comp pick, might be the one scenario where you want to extend him. Where he plays really well and commands a big money deal.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that.
I think that you can make too much of like, oh, well, they're going to get the comp.
I hate that.
Yeah. Like, I think it's like one of those things where it's like, it's jumped the shark. Like at first people just completely ignored it.
And now it's
over considered. Yes.
Yeah. It's taken as a fait accompli.
Yeah. I think
there's no guarantee he's going to sign that much of a deal.
Right. Exactly.
Get hurt.
Yeah.
And also it means that you can't sign more qualified.
Yeah, but they're probably not going to.
They probably won't. Yeah. It means you can't.
Yeah. No, I just think I didn't take much umbrage with the price. I think that he's like a good fit for what they need in the sense that he has some versatility. He really is like body type wise, maybe not rushing style, very similar to Josh Sweat in a lot of different ways, like the recruiting pedigree.
It is certainly a body type that was missing from the defense.
Exactly.
It changes how they look.
And even just like from a profile of a player, he fits the Josh Sweat mold. He even has the draft pedigree, which obviously the Eagles value. So I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it does answer a lot of my questions about the Eagles edge rusher rotation. All of a sudden, you feel pretty good about that group. I mean, if it's Nolan Smith and Jaelan Phillips as like your 2 power hitters, and then you've got Brandon Graham who can take some of that early down stuff off of those guys' plate, and then if like Jalix Hunt is like your situational pass rusher along with Josh Usay, like you feel good about that group all of a sudden. So yeah, to me, like I understand the price. I understand the conversation around the price and the concern around that. Obviously, like trade deadline deals, I don't think it's like funny. We talk about like, oh man, the Eagles, like, they've a checkered history with trade deadline moves. I think trade deadline moves in general, if they are rentals, it's tricky to get them right. There's definitely like a human element that from covering the last few years of the Eagles, like you feel that you sense that like guys can kind of struggle with like the change midseason. But overall, I thought it made them better in a place where they needed to get better. And I think it makes sense.
I am not all the way sure that Nolan Smith is all of a sudden going to take a bunch of the snaps at Jalix Hunt's behest. I think there is something to the moves we've seen that the Eagles internally are a little bit skeptical of Nolan Smith, A, being able to stay healthy, and B, playing to the level he played last year.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So you're saying
I think Jalix Hunt's last 2 games are better than we saw of anything from Nolan Smith in the first half of the season before he got
it's a strong take, but I don't know if I agree. You're really leaning into this like Jalix Hunt could have had a 3-sack game against the Giants.
No, I just listen. I have underrated Nolan Smith in the past, and then he proved me wrong last year.
Yeah,
I don't know that he didn't flash.
I agree.
He didn't look the first half of the season like he did at the end of the last season.
I think he gets what I've talked about with Milton Williams a lot. He kind of gets that like played really well in the postseason bump, which is deserved. But I think it's fair to say that he hasn't been quite as impactful, at least as a pass rusher. I think some of his stuff on early downs against the run has been good. But so you think it's Jalix Hunt and Jaelan
I think
Phillips.
if you are considering a Jaelan Phillips extension after the season, it means that you are writing off an extension for Nolan Smith, sort of.
I would agree with that. And I think that the likelihood of a Jaelan Phillips extension, I mean, at least like before we see him play, I don't feel I
think that's low. Yeah. I think this is you.
It's a rental. Yeah. And I think that they have earned the right. They're like the position that they are in as a contender, and also with the draft compensation that they have, whether it's comp picks or trades, like obviously the Hassan Reddick trade for a future third is like looking a lot better now because it affords you the chance to get a player like Phillips in the door. So I think I don't have much of an issue with the compensation. I understand that it's a fair price, it's a market price, but I didn't have an issue with it.
I also kind of think that Howie Roseman was always going to trade this pick, and he was just going to trade it for the best player he could get for it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Now
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He doesn't want to waste a Super Bowl window.
Yeah,
so they have three of these picks. This is the right one to trade. I think he was always going to trade this for somebody.
Yeah, I mean, they would have had 3 thirds. Like, I mean, you could make an argument, okay, well, maybe you can trade up in the draft if you keep that third. Maybe it's the difference between, picking 31st or 32nd and picking like 25th and getting your guy. But I do think, like, to your point, it's about the championship window and it's about maximizing the window. So, no, I thought it was a good move. Even if he doesn't, this is the thing, like, even if Jaelan Phillips is like Golden Tate, like, I won't come out and be like, oh man, they shouldn't have made that move. I think, like, knowing what we know about the team right now, like, I think it was a good process.
Not, because that was a bad trade. That was a bad trade at the time.
No, but I'm saying, like, I don't think, like what take Golden Tate. If it turns out like Golden Tate, I would not say.
Yeah,
that,
you
evaluate the process.
The moment.
Yeah.
Do you feel like? Well, we'll get to what they did in the secondary, but Jaelan Phillips alone, how much does he change how you feel about the quality of the defense? Because you've been saying all along this season, this is the best defense in football. You don't think there's anything wrong with them.
Not quite. Just like you've been saying all along, the Cowboys are. Well, now you probably do think the Cowboys.
Yeah, how about them Cowboys? What was their over? Was it 6.5?
Yeah, I think it was 6.5.
Okay.
No.
I think it got 7 wins.
I think it might have been 7.5.
Okay.
It was something that you shouldn't feel good about. Because I just looked at it. Let's say my confidence rating in the defense, like being like a
7.5.
Yeah, it's 7. That's tough. If you had asked me like what my confidence rating in the defense being like a championship level defense was before this, I probably would have been like in like the low 80s, high 70s.
Oof, I had some bad ones in here. Dolphins over, Patriots under. Those look bad.
Yeah, you stole. I think. Do you have the Falcons?
Panthers over is good.
No, I had the Falcons still. Anyway.
Yeah.
If my confidence rating that this was like a championship level defense was like in the 80s before, like low 80s, I'd say like the Jaelan Phillips trade probably puts it in like mid to high 80s. I mean, he is at his best. He should be an impact player at a premium position, which is what they needed.
Poor guy's missing his bye week.
Yeah, that's tough.
He's on that Robert Quinn trap.
I about to say Robert Quinn was not happy about that.
Yeah, he was gonna set the NFL record for 18 games played. Then he got hurt.
As a man who just enjoyed the bye week, I can't begrudge him
for
wanting a bye week.
That's brutal. They should just give him this week off.
Also, I will acknowledge I haven't seen very much of It's Always Sunny, so I have no idea what a power bottom is now.
Oh, I don't know that has anything to do with Always Sunny.
I thought that's what the chat was referring to.
Oh,
so did I miss it?
It is something that you should probably look into afterwards.
I don't think I want to now. Is this an incognito Google situation?
That's up to you.
So it is. I don't think I want to know.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a lot of stuff in the world that I don't want to Google.
But there's also lots of things wrong with the world.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Amen. Have you watched some Jaelan Phillips? Do you have a take on the player?
Yeah, of course. I read Fran's film review on allphly.com this morning, and
check it out. Become a diehard.
Yeah, really good insight in there.
Don't be a loser.
The thing, you know what? I agree. If you're not a diehard,
what are we doing?
What are we doing? Yeah. I mean, become a diehard, and then you won't be a loser.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I watched read through and watched Fran's film breakdown on Jaelan Phillips, and the thing that intrigues me the most is that he has that inside out versatility, because you see the Eagles use their edge rushers in those scenarios all the time. Obviously, it's like if it's something that he is already an impact player in doing, like the thought of like Jahad Campbell bumping down and him having to rush from that 5 technique or even inside like a 4-eye or something like that. Like I do think that that's really intriguing. And I wonder how much of the versatility he has to bump inside played into Vic Fangio's decision. Cause I mean, I don't know, like we'll see if Bradley Chubb does get dealt here, but like I was very fascinated to see which one of those 2 edge rushers Vic Fangio really pushed for.
Yeah. especially considering Chubb also played for him in Denver.
Sure, yeah, and it could have been a front office decision unilaterally. It could have been that Chubb was more expensive or not available, or I don't like. I'm not saying it's as granular as like Fangio said, get that guy or not, don't get that guy. But I do wonder like that versatility that Jaelan Phillips has shown to rush from like a more condensed set or a more condensed set. I just think that is an interesting wrinkle that they can take advantage of.
It will not surprise you to learn that my biggest takeaway from going to NFL Pro and watching all of Jaelan Phillips' pressures was that, man, a lot of these are not pressures at all.
I mean, it's funny.
I hate pressures so much.
I was going to say there was a lot.
There's one where he just bull rushes a guy. The tackle barely moves, kind of into Daniel Jones's way, and he throws a wide open touchdown pass. Like, great job. Pressure rate skyrocketing. Give me a break.
There was a lot of talk about Jaelan Phillips' pressures, and I was waiting for this. I was like, I'll be honest, I was a little annoyed because I'm like, if I bring up pressures on this show, Bo freaks out. And here, everyone on this show is talking about pressures, and Bo, you get in the chat, take a stand. Like you got to be
trying to take a day off.
No, there's no days off. Come on, you got to be like what would Dana say? Be your own man, right? Be your own man.
It's just ridiculous. He just completely runs right past the quarterback. Oh, nice job.
Like I understand what you're saying about like they are subjective in nature, but in theory, the graders have like some type of standard.
In theory,
all of the pressures,
and not in practice.
And all of the like, are you saying that like you'll watch a player and their pressures will be much more substantive than Jaelan Phillips?
No, this is not an anti-Jaelan Phillips thing because there are some really nice rushes in there that are true pressures. But I respect not a reliable.
I respect the take because when you do watch like the pressures, some of them it's like, what are we doing here?
Yes.
But I think
pathetic.
Like as a measurement tool, it is useful.
Oh, I disagree.
Tell Jaelan Phillips that when he gets here.
I will. Talk to Brandon Graham about it this week.
I feel like that is like one of like the quintessential.
That's actually the thing I would like to talk to him about.
Yeah, like it's one of those fun things that beat reporters always ask guys is like, what measurements do you actually care about? And it's like always just all pros.
Well, I would imagine, I'm sure that in the building they have a different accounting of pressures than
for sure
public accounting of pressures is, right?
Yeah, but even
so in the room when they're
that's
like,
subjective
that's a good
too.
rush.
So like, I mean, unless
probably a higher standard.
Yeah, unless it's somebody who's like consistently grading it out, that's probably subjective, and then team by team, it's definitely going to be different.
Yeah, just ridiculous.
Who if you could like nominate someone to be like the pressure czar, and they are the only one that can grade pressures, who would you nominate?
Probably me.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. Me. What about like
the one I trust?
Jeff Stoutland? I think he'd be a good.
No.
You don't think
he's
so?
gonna
Connor Bartwin,
offensive line side.
Stand-in quarterback for the Eagles.
You mean in the Eagles building?
I'm just thinking about Eagles people because it's my
I feel like
forte.
Lindsay could do it.
Oh, Lindsay could definitely do it. I trust Lindsay more than I trust you.
I trust Lindsay more than I trust PFF, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, no offense, Lindsay. I trust Dick Cheney more than I trust PFF. Dick Cheney now.
David Baker.
I'm sad I never got to meet the guy.
It was a good interview. He did a good job.
Yeah, I appreciate how intent he was on making the show about the book. I thought that was nice of David Baker.
Yeah, very thoughtful questions he had in there.
Yeah. Let the focus be on the book.
Yeah, really let Zach be the star.
I agree.
Yep.
All right. Let's go to our second break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the other moves the Eagles made and what we think the defensive rotation is going to look like moving forward. Bet365 has 90 million users worldwide, and they live stream over 780,000 events each year with early payout offers across the NBA and NHL. Bet365 pioneered live in-game betting, and today they offer the widest range of games and markets available for live in-game betting across 78 sports. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Guess what it is? NBA Tip-Off Tuesday. You're gosh dang right. It's never ordinary. You can see for yourself with the Tip-Off Tuesday offer because you can place a qualifying same-game parlay bet with the Safety Net bet featured on Tuesday NBA games and get up to $10 in bonus bets if the bet loses. Terms and conditions apply. Download the app and use code PHLY365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Breaking news, new customers now get $300 in bonus bets when you bet $5 win or lose. Sign up. Use the code PHLY365, deposit 10 bones, and place a bet for $5 to get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Pennsylvania. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Next, let's talk about Rocket Money. As many of you know, I was a longtime listener of the show at my previous job and first heard about Rocket Money from Bo. I signed up, scrolled through my subscriptions, and saved hundreds the following month. So I know as well as anyone, when it comes to spending, sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind. That daily coffee habit, those streaming subscriptions, they add up fast without you even noticing. Rocket Money helps you spot those patterns so you can do something about them and keep more money in your pocket. See all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For ones you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel your subscriptions. And Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses all across all of your accounts, and they have over 5 million users who have saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download the Rocket Money app and enter enter PHLY Philadelphia Eagles podcast in the survey so they know I sent you. Don't wait. Download the Rocket Money app today and tell them you heard about them from our show.
Your show, huh?
I'm rusty, okay? It's been a little while.
I thought it was like Lindsay's show too, my show too, but no, this is
Who's the guy who did that? Who's the guy who read like the teleprompter thing? No, him too. There's somebody who did that. They like read the teleprompter and it was like I don't remember even. It's like scroll or read through the
DeSean Jackson.
No. I'll have to figure that out.
There's a great old DeSean tweet about, and it's like, DeSean, please post this, and he copies and pastes. DeSean, please.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I actually
also the other great DeSean old Twitter moment is when he was going on The View, and he called Whoopi said Whoopi Goldberg.
Goldberg. That's something I would do. I can't lie.
Really?
I'm not for Whoopi Goldberg specifically, but for somebody, I'd butcher their name.
Oh, I bet Sister Act would hold up for the kids. Now that I think about it, it'd be a fun one.
Yeah,
I'm always looking for movies to show.
I'm still shaken up by this thing I need to Google. I'm not going to say it again because I'm worried it's really inappropriate.
It's not inappropriate. It's fine.
It's going to be a tough Google when I get out of here.
It's totally fine.
I'm not confusing Anchorman with real life.
It's exactly what I think it is.
I haven't thought very much about what it is yet. I just am hoping it's not too bad.
Okay. What did you think of the way that Howie addressed the cornerback position, trading for Michael Carter and Jair Alexander?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like, like it's a volume play at this point, and
shoot or shoot.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It does remind me, obviously, like the Eagles are a much better positioned.
You remind me of a girl that I once knew.
It's a good song. No, I will save my music stuff for Boover Time or Boover Time. I liked Boover Time.
Boover Time was good.
Boover Time was really good.
Yeah. So was the discussion of how coconut gets made. I enjoyed that.
These are my notes for Boover Time, so
okay.
we'll get there. We'll get to that. It reminds me. Obviously, the Eagles are in a much better position at corner than they were a few years ago, but it does remind me of when they just like had like 11 corners on the active roster of the practice squad a few years ago.
Right,
where it's like
Josh Jobe was playing very well.
Yeah, and Eli Ricks was on that, a part of that. Mario Goodrich. That would be a fun game. Just like see how many of those guys we can name.
You remember Mario Goodrich's alter ego?
No, I do not remember that.
Luigi Badpoor.
Went over my head. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I feel like it made sense to add to bring in some options. Like, I think if you told me like that Adoree Jackson is on the outs of the roster and it's Jair Alexander as like the veteran player that you might turn to in midway through a game, I think that makes some sense. And then I think like my first reaction with the Michael Carter trade, which was at dinner with my wife, and she got really mad at me for like kind of having like a temporary meltdown about like Eagles news happening while I was not there to deal with the Eagles news. But my first reaction to that was like, man, like is this like the Cooper DeJean to the outside thing? But I really don't think like the sense I get is that it is much more of like a lever that they can pull, matchup specific, but not something that is like I don't think it's like written in stone that this is like Michael Carter is going to be in the slot. So I think again, like trying to avoid the catastrophe of like it's not going well for whoever's out there, and we don't have a good plan B, a good plan C. I think that the moves were really just to kind of shore up the plan B and plan C. And really, if you look at it, they didn't pay very much for these options. So, I mean, it's not like the most confidence-inspiring group still, but I think again, like resetting the options that they have, I think it makes sense.
Do you have any expectations for Jair Alexander?
It's hard to know. You know, I mean, he's like. He's obviously an interesting player who has played really high level football before, but I don't know. It's hard to know where he's at. It'll be interesting to see him, even if it isn't like just a practice setting. And at some point, I imagine we see him out there. But yeah, I think he's at least intriguing. Like again, I feel like what we've seen from Adoree Jackson, I think Jair Alexander could probably give you that.
So what do you think we will see this week in Green Bay in the secondary?
I wonder if it's Jacorian Bennett.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if it's Jacorian Bennett. I do think Keely Ringo, like, still in the mix, whether that's for better or worse. Maybe he could get traded before the deadline here. I do think he's like an interesting, sneaky, like, could they get something?
Otherwise, they're going to have to cut somebody.
Yeah. But again, Adoree is like, I don't see who do you think would like pick up Adoree right now? The Giants.
But I think there's also a case to be made that Adoree is still the best corner that they have.
I feel less strongly about that.
I'm not saying it's how I feel.
At this point, I would tell you if if Christian Parker called me up and was like, what should we do for Green Bay? I would probably say
somebody should run over Mac McWilliams' toe so you can put him on IR.
No, I'm saying like if they told me like, okay, Adoree Jackson is who we're planning on starting, I'd say, well, why don't you just put Michael Carter in the slot and put Cooper outside for this week, and then Jacorian Bennett when he's healthy. I think Jacorian Bennett will be interesting though when he comes off IR.
Okay.
Although they got to clear space for him too.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other thing that is going to be very interesting is now the Eagles have plenty of depth on the edge.
Yeah.
Jaelan Phillips is going to play all kinds of snaps. Presumably Nolan Smith's ready to come back. Brandon Graham's involved now. And so now
this is Patrick Johnson.
There's no excuse for we need Jihad Campbell on the edge. Now we're going to find out what they really think about him and Nakobe.
He had a really busy week at practice, really hectic week at practice for this guy.
That is gone now.
Yeah.
So now we find out where things really stand at that position. And do the Eagles want to continue shuffling those guys back and forth and saying Nakobe's our guy on rundowns and Jihad Campbell's our first-round pick who has looked really good, and we're still going to be limiting his snaps because he's not quite as good of a run defender as Nakobe Dean right now? I think this is a fascinating thing to follow. Yeah, and it's also like kind of bad news for Jihad Campbell in a way because like he at least was getting on the field in those edge situations, and I don't know. It's really tricky because it's like Nakobe has played well, so it's not like it's really like a hard question about the long-term benefit of the team by keeping him on the field. Mm-hmm. But again, it's I mean maybe you go into those 5-2 fronts where instead of it being 3 defensive tackles, that's where Jaelan Phillips is lining up inside, and then Jihad Campbell's overhanging. Yeah, I think that makes sense. That's possible. You can do some of that stuff. I think, it's just different in the sense of last year. We've talked about this before, but last year, part of what made that defense so great is that they just got to keep the same 11 guys on the field. Yeah, and they all knew all their assignments, and everybody was working in concert with each other, and Vic could just sit back and let that happen. Now, what looks like, in theory, the best version of this defense is going to require a lot of mixing and matching. Yeah, no, I mean, fluid is the word for this year's defense, and especially in the secondary. What kind of fluid? How about flexible, amorphous, something other than
flexibility?
Yeah,
yeah, because yeah, there's going to be different packages. There's going to be a lot, like, the sideline watchers, the guys who have to figure out what personnel package is coming up. Like, those guys are going to be really busy with the Eagles defense because there's going to be a lot of guys coming in and out. And like, that is, yeah, you're right. It's more moving pieces. It's more moving parts, but I don't know. I think that also might lend itself to some creativity from Vic in a way that'll be interesting to see.
All right. Time to take another break. Our last one. And then on the other side, I don't know what we're going to talk about. Probably the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey, Howie, wait till EJ's at dinner to make the trade. Make the trade when EJ's at dinner. Make his wife really mad. My name is Ray.
Not the Ray we're talking about. Not that Shady Ray. No. We're talking about Shady Rays, the wonderful sunglasses company. Our boss was out there earlier today, picked up a pair of sunglasses. Like, oh, these are nice. Where do these come from? I said, oh, thanks for asking. Those are my Shady Rays. Because Shady Rays is the best. Not expensive, very high quality, and the best customer service deal in the industry. Anytime you lose your sunglasses, you break your sunglasses, you just get them replaced by Shady Rays. It's the best. Shady Rays will send you a brand new pair, no guilt trip, just replacements. So now you can actually wear your sunglasses without fear. Shady Rays is eyewear that has your back. And we've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Head to shadyrays.com and use code PHLY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people.
Next, we're going to talk about Cherry Hill Kia. If you're looking for the dealership with the most inventory and super low lease payments in the Philadelphia area, Kia of cherryhill.com is the place to go. Choose from over 450 new Kias, including Telluride, Sportages, K5s, Carnivals, Seltos, Souls, and more. I've got to tell you, Kia is the hottest automotive brand in the country for a reason. 7 of their models have received 2025 Car and Driver Editor's Choice Awards. That's amazing, considering there were more than 450 models tested, and only 20 models industry-wide received this award. Combine that with the best warranty in the automotive business, 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain, and 5 years, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper. Stop in today, tell them PHLY sent you, and receive a $100 restaurant.com gift card just for taking a test drive or completing a trade appraisal. I know people buy Kias elsewhere. I just don't know why. Drive home in your new Kia today, just minutes from all bridges, or available online 24/7 at kiaofcherryhill.com.
So, this is interesting. So Mozzie Smith is in the deal.
Okay.
Who has been terrible.
Yeah.
And it's this year's second for the Cowboys and next in the 2027 first.
Okay. I mean, that makes it a little bit better for the Cowboys. You'd like, I mean, if you're them, you'd like to think that you won't be quite as bad next year, especially with Quinnen Williams like fully integrated into the team. But again, it's like, man, this team would have looked pretty interesting with just Micah Parsons and not having the extra draft compensation. So, weird trade for the Cowboys still.
Holy smokes. Look at this super chat from Jake Makes. Finally off work to hop in live and say, welcome back from Paris, EJ. Love you guys. Go Birds. And he's dishing it out. Unbelievable.
Thank you, Jake.
I mean, ask a question when you're throwing out that kind of cashish. Follow it up in the chat. What can we do for you?
It's a very
little
warm welcome,
skin,
Jake.
whatever. What do you need? A couple other super chats from Alex Medina, who says, I appreciate you guys making this podcast. I used to listen to Bleeding Green Nation with Jimmy and BLG, and they just stopped. Well, shout out to both of those good friends of ours. I don't think they stopped on their own accord. I think that was
good guys
from under their rug, but thankfully there are plenty of other places to follow them. Handsome gentlemen as well. Tall drinks of water. Alex also says, I feel like it's hard not to believe in going back to back because of how much talent the Eagles have. Also, with how the whole league is mid.
Yeah.
I think the midness is fair.
Yeah, this year's, like, the parity of this year's league.
Jake Makes.
Yeah, I know.
Unbelievable.
I've never seen that. And he did it to welcome me back. Oh, heartwarming.
I mean, give me a cigarette and a power bottom and I'm rolling.
That's not good. Oh no.
Let's check out the Eagles' upcoming schedule. which Lindsay has made a lovely graphic
Yeah.
for. Because as we think about how this team goes, we talked about it's a difficult schedule, just as difficult as the first half was, and we know what it's coming up. The Packers on Monday night, then the Lions at home. It's a tough way to go. Then those Quinnen Williams-led Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. Then you've got the Black Friday game against the Bears, who are 5-4.
How do you feel about the Black Friday game?
I don't love it.
I don't love it either, but I said to my dad on the phone this morning, I was like, I'm not going to complain about it. Like, I
think it's fun.
And here I
Yeah,
am complaining
exactly.
about it. Yeah.
No. Of all the holiday around games, I think that's a fine
it's inoffensive for that, for sure. And like, I mean, I'm not going anywhere on Black Friday.
Yeah.
What am I doing on Black Friday?
Yeah, I agree with that. And then, of course, at the end of the season, we've got those Commanders games, and I can give you my big complaint about how stupid
I heard
it
you on
was.
Cuz's show this morning.
Just ridiculous.
Or was it yesterday? It was yesterday morning. I listened to it this morning.
I think that was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway.
It is
How do you
like
feel about the schedule?
the Eagles' schedule is just like laid out in a ridiculous, just like
So dumb.
it was a real missed opportunity. Like the Commanders should have been the opener. Like, can we be real? Like,
Or at least, or one of the first 4 games or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
So stupid.
as a fan of the sport, I am disappointed we won't see Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels play this year. And I don't have any money to gain from having that be part of the
Right.
schedule. So, it didn't make a lot of sense before. And maybe I should save it for overtime. What me and my wife have been calling the schedule. I'm not going to curse.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of a curse word. I'll save it for overtime.
Wow, what a tease. Stay tuned for that. We've got Chip Kelly coming back on the 14th. Then the Bills. I mean, listen, that's still a tough schedule.
But the Bills, like that game is like it's got so much juice and it's a Week 17 game. Disappointing.
I know that also shouldn't be that. It's so dumb.
If you had to guess, water gun to your elbow, do
Oh.
you think the Eagles get the 1 seed with that schedule?
Water gun to my elbow, I would say no.
I still would say yes.
Really?
I think the fact that they're going into these very pivotal NFC North matchups healthy, I think is a big thing. And even if they split those, you feel pretty good about them making it to the 1 seed with the tiebreakers.
I don't know. Like Tampa could get the 1 seed. They just get to beat up on an easy division. They've still got 4 games in their bad division left.
Yeah, but the Eagles have the tiebreaker over them.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It's
if you had to,
schedule.
who would you? All right, water gun to your left heel.
Okay.
Who would you say gets the 1 seed? You're gonna say Tampa?
I'm gonna say. I don't know.
The thing that
I don't know.
exactly.
Yeah.
The thing that jumps out to me is like looking at some of the results over the weekend. It's like, the Eagles are held to a high standard, justifiably so. But it's like teams lose weird games sometimes, and it
Absolutely.
is like less of a concern than maybe it feels like in the moment because the Eagles haven't lost very much.
But what is unique about the Eagles is that they are incapable of treating those anomaly losses internally as an anomaly loss.
Yeah, and
they always turn into
that's probably why
chasing their own tails.
That's probably why they've gotten to this point because that was another thing I was thinking about. There was so much dialogue after the Jaelan Phillips trade about like how do the Eagles keep getting away with this, and I think that can be overstated, but it is like they're a very well run organization, and like I think that there might be something to like. What does Jalen Hurts always say? Like the standard only rises. Like every time they lose, it does feel like a referendum on something. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's not a coincidence that they are miserable every time they lose and they don't lose very often.
Yeah. I liked your Jalen Hurts. It takes a loss for him to add anything to his game.
I would like to explore that more in the coming weeks. That's all I would say. Is I think that there's something. I think that's something that we could get more into.
Sound like good weeks ahead.
I hope so. Coming back from the bye week, you're just like you reevaluate everything and you get ideas and you get reinvigorated.
Yeah, time off is important.
I mean, maybe. I'm not gonna go that far.
Okay. What else is on your mind? You've been thinking about the Eagles while you're at dinner with your lovely wife in Paris. What
I
else is up
I was
there?
told to stop thinking about the Eagles.
Okay.
No, I mean, again, maybe it's just because I haven't been around the players as much that I'm just like, team's pretty good.
So there are 70 minutes left before the deadline. How many turkeys would you put on Howie making another move?
Like 32. I don't think it's likely, but you could never discount it. I think they could.
32, it's a lot.
I said yeah, maybe less. No, I'm gonna stick with 32.
Okay.
32 is still me saying I don't think it will happen.
I know how turkeys work.
I think if they could add
Gobble.
if they could add like some quality depth on the offensive line,
Sure.
or like a dirty work tight end.
Yeah.
The problem is, or the other one would be like trading like Keely Ringo or Sidney Brown,
Yeah.
for like something of value. But because the problem is if you trade for like a role player, I mean they already have some like roster mechanics that they need to work out. What?
I'm listening.
No, what?
Oh, that was a funny comment.
I mean, you should read it. It was funny.
No.
All right, fine. So yeah, I think there's like a 32% chance.
32 turkeys.
32 turkeys. Yeah.
I
So I had to explain turkeys to somebody recently.
I'm gonna go 23 turkeys.
Okay. Who would you like to see them trade for?
Who would I like to see them trade for? Coyote Awashika.
I knew you were gonna say Coyote Awashika.
Bring him home.
I
By the way, you know what move the Eagles did make?
they cut to Opeta.
Yes.
Yeah, when I saw it, I thought of you. When I saw that, I
No wonder I had to take the day off.
Yeah, the first thing I thought is, oh, Bo's gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
He'll be
back.
Yeah, I was just about to say he'll be back.
Come on.
Yeah. No, I think Evan Neal is my pick.
Evan Neal. Is it Evan Neal or Neil Evan?
It's Evan Neal.
Is it Jaelan Phillips or Philippe Jaelan?
Oh, now we're talking. My French isn't very good. I mispronounce.
That's not what the videos you sent made it seem like.
Somebody intimated that I was drunk when I sent that video. I wasn't drunk. I'm just.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta send Julia a video that we can play on the show
Of
at some point here.
it's not of me, is it?
Nope.
Okay.
But it's of a different coworker of ours.
Oh, it's it. Oh, and I'm like trying to sneak a look at this here.
I probably shouldn't do this right in the middle of the show, but
I mean, it's fine. We can fill. I had to explain turkeys to somebody. I had something else I wanted to tell you about that was NFL related. And now I can't. It's completely escaping me.
what do you make of the Sauce Gardner move?
I think that the Colts trading future first round picks is probably not the strongest decision. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to make of the Colts. I feel like they could be like the Cardinals were a few years ago, where they kind of just turn into pumpkins this time of year. But again, I've doubted the Colts before, and they proved me wrong.
All right, we'll see if that works.
Just tell me who it is.
No.
Is it in
Why would I
Slack?
ruin the surprise for the audience?
Okay, fair.
Yeah, Lindsay, I think this went through. If it went through, we can play it in overtime. If you're able to do that. Okay.
People want. Wait,
Do you-
Is Zack Ertz actually happening? No, right? The chat's just talking
Why
about
would they
Zack
do
Ertz.
that? He's not helping them as a blocker.
Yeah,
and
he's like
just going to make Dallas
older
Goedert
Dallas
mad.
Goedert. Yeah, sentimentality. I get it.
I mean, I'd be happy.
No, I get it. Like why the chat is talking about.
Sure.
It. Yeah. They made me nervous. I was like, there's a lot of Ertz in the chat right now.
Did you ever play Are You Nervous as a kid?
No.
Hmm.
I don't even know the game.
I mean, it's back of the bus kind of. So it's like Truth or Dare, essentially.
I was like always the kid that sat in the back because I thought it was cool to sit in the back.
Oh yeah, you know, once you get that in your head that it's cool to sit in the back, you have to go to the back.
I used to take the late bus a lot because I would always play sports, and my dad was a football coach, so he was always at football practice. So I would always take the late bus with like the cool older kids and sit in the back with them. And I thought you couldn't tell me anything. I thought I was like the coolest kid ever doing that.
I just think about I love Which you were good at is the, I know an open seat in the back of the bus. Hate to see me coming.
All right. Do you want me to go through some of my my show notes from when I was away?
Sure.
All right. First off, ZB said, like,
The guy who was on with Baker?
yeah, that guy.
Okay.
You like that guy?
I ordered the book. I'm looking forward to reading it.
I've got 4 copies. No, 3. I gave one away. The other 2.
Just someone on the street, or?
No, I gave it to a subscriber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Zach was like, oh, now I know how EJ feels because I don't know who Natasha Bedingfield is. I know who Natasha Bedingfield is. Like, I listen to music. I'm not like
You are a musician.
yeah, exactly. I'm not like Zach who like doesn't think music is efficient enough in his life. I just don't know I didn't know what Limp Bizkit, like their music. That
Right.
doesn't mean I don't listen to music. Okay, I know who Natasha Bedingfield is.
Touched a nerve.
Also, speaking of the inappropriate thing that you said earlier, this is relevant. Zach talking about me going to Paris. He said he's getting it done in and out of the studio. It's inappropriate, little weird, it just it hit my ear wrong, as I say on the show many a times.
Surprised Baker didn't catch up on that.
Zach said that he wouldn't clone himself. I think he's lying. I think he would clone himself.
I don't know the guy well enough. All I've seen was one podcast episode.
Did he seem like somebody who would clone himself?
I guess, yeah. I'd have to follow up on him.
And then I have a note about David Baker. Fee fi fo fum, you're going to the Hall of Fame. I laughed out loud on the plane.
We'll have to pass it on next time he comes in.
Okay. On Friday's show, Peck Nest Migrate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate. Did you do this? Would you like to do it?
Sure. I would nest. I guess I would. What I like is the variety. That's the appeal of Halloween, is that you get to take a bite of everything.
I disagree.
But I would go. I guess I would nest dark.
Okay.
Peck milk, and migrate white.
That was my. That was
Good work.
That was my wife's decision too.
Okay.
I would nest milk chocolate. Like, come on. You can like dark chocolate and prefer it over white chocolate, but you don't have to like do the like performative like, oh, I really like dark chocolate.
I don't love it's not a definite.
Yeah.
But
Good.
I feel like for longevity's sake, there are more non-Halloween times when I would want a dark chocolate than a milk chocolate.
No, I disagree.
You know, give me like a nice dark chocolate covered espresso bean as a little caffeine bump.
I could have gotten you that.
Well, he didn't ask.
I could have gotten you that from Paris. I mean,
Getting it done in and out of the studio.
Doesn't that sound weird? It sounds weird, right? Getting it done in and out of the studio.
All right, we've got more to come, I believe, including this video of a coworker of ours in overtime.
I've been saving this.
Zuta Lord.
Hang on, I gotta get it to lay right. Yeah. How do we do?
What else do you need to get to lay right?
Getting it done in and out of the studio. I've been saving this beret all show. I got it I got it for the video too.
Wow.
It is
It looks pretty good on you.
I think you got to go like this to do like the Jalen Hurts effect. Like, I'm not getting enough fluff. You got to get a little bit of like a little air in it. No, that's worse. We're still working on the beret.
I think it looks pretty good on you.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm enjoying wearing it. It's comfortable.
How many super chats would it take for you to wear that to the locker room tomorrow?
I mean, we had a lot of super chats already, so
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that. I don't like to call unnecessary attention to myself. I don't like to make it. I didn't want to wear it the whole show because I didn't want to make it about like me.
Oh, you already said it's your show.
I can. Oh, I did. I did say it was my show.
All right. Are we allowed to play this video? Let's do it here. And this is Julia came in. Julia came in to help get this video ready to play on the show, and it turns out that might be who the video is of.
Oh no!
Look at those moves! Oh, working the shoulders.
Oh.
Nicely done, Julia. Thank you.
Julia can dance.
Thank you.
Julia can sing and Julia can dance.
An uncredited source for that.
Uncredited source.
For that video.
She's getting it done in and out of the studio.
Does that look like a good time, Julia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Julia. Fantastic. All right. What do you and other Julia call the schedule?
Oh, the haha schedule. Because you're not familiar with this meme, are you?
No.
Like, you'd say like something like, I don't know. I would say, what would I say about you? Like you're like joking podcast co-host.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You get it? No.
Yeah.
And that's the schedule is literally haha. It's home away, away, home. So we call it the haha schedule.
Why couldn't you say that in the regular episode?
I didn't know if I could say because it is a curse word technically.
But you're just saying
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It is a curse word. Like,
well, yeah, you can say the F word during the show. You just
no. Yeah, see, Polar Jam, he gets it. It is a curse word.
But you're not even saying it now.
I am. It's like saying it that way is how some people say it. No, not in France. in Atlanta.
Yeah, but you can if that's what you were gonna say, you could say that in the regular show.
It's a curse word.
Yeah. No, it's not.
It is technically a curse word.
It is technically not.
I didn't feel comfortable. I'm not trying to get myself in trouble.
Okay.
Got to stay between the lines here, which we always do.
Always. All right. Anything else on your notes?
I wanted to talk Halloween candy with you.
Here we go. Let's get down to business.
Obviously there's like a tier, there's an S tier of Halloween candy that is basically just Reese's cups to me. I like a Twix, I like a Snickers. But we were talking about like some of the obscure Halloween candy that you can get into just for around Halloween.
To me, this is what Halloween is about. Halloween is about getting one small mini bar of a piece of candy that you would never otherwise have. So, do I like a Reese's? Yes. Do I like a Kit Kat? Of course. Delicious.
Who doesn't?
Do I like a Twix? Sure. Snickers? Yes. At some other point in the other 364 days of the calendar year, I am probably going to have a bite of one of those at some point.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
Whether it's Christmas or Easter or whatever it is, or early morning golf round, you got to have your Snickers beforehand. That's your protein bar. Those things, they're good. They're better than the other things, but I'm going to get to scratch that itch later.
Yeah.
But am I going to have a whatchamacallit? Or a 100 grand or something like that?
100 grand, yeah.
Any other time during the year? No.
Yeah.
So this is the chance to scratch that itch and be like, oh, I forgot what that tastes like. Oh yeah, that does hit. Well, ooh, no, I don't need that ever again. Yeah. That's what Halloween is about.
I like an Almond Joy around Halloween.
I don't mind a once a year Almond Joy.
Yeah. No,
Butterfinger is a great one. Butterfinger is actually, we were talking about this. To me, that is the perfect one because I'm not going to have a Butterfinger any other time. But give me a nice mini Butterfinger on Halloween.
You know what's
interesting?
interesting?
At a power bottom, and I'm just having the night of my life.
I'm gonna Google this. I'm gonna Google it, and I need to know.
Payday's a good one. Another one where basically you're having a salad. It's just peanuts.
Oh no. I would like to retract my previous statements.
Why?
Regarding the power bottom.
Take 5. Take 5 is a good bar.
Take 5 isn't a Halloween only candy. Take 5s are great. You ever had the Reese's Take 5?
No.
Ooh, strong, very strong.
Okay.
It transcends Halloween only. What about Milky Way?
You know, I don't love a Milky Way.
You know what's funny though? Like a Milky Way is
I want a little bit of crunch.
It's
There's
kind
no
of-
crunch in there.
it's kind of like a Snickers, just like worse.
Right.
So like
That's exactly what it is.
what's fun about it, like Halloween, is like it is kind of like a anthropological. I can't say that word.
Okay. Anthropological.
Anthropological study on like candy, because it's like
Sure.
the Reese's are gone by the next day. Twix gone, Kit Kat gone, all the top tier. You go through those first, but then it's like, okay, like which one goes next? You know, I mean, it's probably not really a human study; it's more of a candy study. But like, you know, that was always fun with like when I was living with my parents as a child, as one does. Is like which one did me and my dad get through next? It's like
Sure.
the Butterfinger probably is what goes next.
Good one.
And then it's like
I mean, the Hershey's are. That's at the end.
Hershey to me like is what you kind of just keep around the house if you ever just want like something.
Okay.
But yeah, we always have them because we're a big bonfire house. Big
Baby Ruth is a good one. Baby Ruth is a good.
Ooh, yeah, Baby Ruth's
once a
solid.
year,
Yeah.
like a Baby Ruth. How do you feel about this, Lindsay?
Top
you
tier.
can't you get Reese's anytime.
I respect that.
One candy lady.
You know, this is one of my hottest candy takes, and me and Jeff Nyberg share this take, so I have to give him some credit. My former colleague Jeff Nyberg, Reese's Sticks.
Oh, I used to like a Reese's stick.
I prefer them to Reese's Cups. I love Reese's Cups,
Interesting.
but Reese's Sticks to me, the greatest candy.
I haven't had one in a very long time,
Oh,
but I
they're
used
so
to.
good.
There was a period there where I was in on the Reese's sticks.
That is like when I'm driving a lot. I drive past like 7 Wawas on my way home because I have a long commute.
Flex.
No, it's not a flex at all. It's actually
Oh,
I live-
so many walls.
I live far from the city as a flex.
Yeah.
But yeah, like having like there are so many days where I'm just thinking I could just stop in there and grab a Reese's Sticks and I'd be
Good,
right
you
back
could,
up
you
the
sure
road.
could, yeah.
Yeah, I try not to, but
Shout out to Patrick Wall. I hope your brother's wedding went well the other weekend. He has an important question here. How do we feel about candy corn?
I like candy corn. I mean, I don't eat it a ton, but like
I have no aversion.
Yeah,
Candy corn's
people-
fine.
people who hate on candy
Who
corn,
treat it like it's the worst thing in the world.
And
Yeah, you don't have
Peeps.
to eat it. Yeah, it's fine.
Peeps get this treatment too, and it's undeserved. Peeps are fine. It's literally just sugar. It's literally just sugar. It's like textured sugar. Like I have a friend.
I'll take like 3 bites of candy corn. I'm fine with that.
I have a friend who's
Peeps are
like, for the
disgusting.
longest- What's that?
Peeps are disgusting.
Oh, come on. It's just sugar. What's to not like about it? I have a friend who doesn't like pizza, and it's like, you don't not like pizza. Like, you just want to be different. You just want us to think you don't like pizza. It's just grease. Like, what's not to like about pizza?
I hope my mom isn't listening because I just throw out the peeps she gives us for every holiday.
Really?
They just go right in the trash.
Just start bringing them into the
I
office.
I know, if you like
I don't
them.
want to eat a peep.
They're-
I'm
what's
not
wrong
in on
with
the
a
peep.
peep?
I'm not yucking your yum. I don't want it.
You see people in the chat telling me to Google random expressions.
I do.
I can't be that guy.
Maybe let's save one for every episode.
No, especially. I mean, I think most of us probably knew this or could have figured this out. Incognito Google. It's not incognito.
Well, I mean, it is to some degree.
I mean, it's just not in your search history.
Yeah, that's all. It's not auto-filling in your bar.
Yeah. So I like get his Lindsay. I can't believe you didn't know the thing. It's
Yeah,
good.
that escaped me.
I'm a millennial and I didn't know what that is.
Oh, really? I spend too
I
much
still
time
don't-
online.
I don't really
Yeah,
understand it
we are
still.
counting on you to keep us cool.
Wait, Lindsay and I are both millennials. I'm just act old.
But you know the meme and I don't.
Yeah,
So
it's because I'm just chronically online. That's all it is.
50 minutes to the trade deadline.
Are we going to try
Are
to
we
make
gonna
it?
are we just going to Google lewd things for 50 minutes?
The chat
Howie
would probably
Roseman's
like
going to
that.
talk to the media after
Yes.
the deadline. What do you expect him to say?
It's a good question. I don't know. I probably should have thought about this more. What do you expect him to say?
we think Jaelan Phillips can be a difference maker?
Oh, well, yeah, like the obvious stuff. I was trying to think of like what's like going to be the most interesting thing he says.
Vic loves Jaelan Phillips.
I hope that there's more, but
Well, he's not going to say anything. He's not going to give anything away.
I know. Like that's like the thing with Howie. It's
He'd be like, oh, we almost traded AJ Brown.
it'd be interesting to hear what he says about it.
With 50 minutes to go, would you trade AJ Brown for a first and a second, and then trade a first for Garrett Wilson?
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that.
Would you trade AJ Brown for Brian Thomas straight up?
No, I am surprised that you guys are so bullish on like Brian Thomas as an AJ Brown replacement. I wouldn't do that.
Don't put Fran's words in my mouth.
I mean, but that was an even worse trade than the one Fran said he would do.
I'm just asking you questions.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I didn't think Waddle was like a high enough caliber of a receiver.
I agree.
Yeah.
I might do the Garrett Wilson one.
He's good, but
If you're getting
he's
equity
too similar
back on top.
He's too similar stylistically to DeVonta, in my opinion.
Mm.
You don't have like the basketball team.
Why do you
Although I
want
don't know if
my
Nick cares about that as much.
Why do you want my home life to be sad?
Yeah, stop trading Jets players.
But
away.
don't you think that would be good if he could just completely tune out the full football season and just focus
No,
on the
because
family?
he'll still watch every snap.
Okay. All right. No. Oh wait. Can we get some
Oh yeah.
like
didn't talk.
reviews of your trip?
Yeah. Paris is really special. Special place. It is like it is like very like it feels like old worldy because of all the architecture, but then it's like utopian. Oh yeah, we got pictures. Look at the pictures.
Wow.
So
Look at this.
Eiffel Tower. Got Notre Dame. You got the Crookie. So me and my wife did a croissant tour because we were at
Not an official one, the one that you went out and sought yourself.
Yeah, self-led. Conducted. Because we went to Paris in April to see Aston Villa play. So we had done all the big stuff in Paris. So we kind of wanted to just like explore and walk around. And one of the things that I really wanted to do was try like the best croissants in Paris. So we went to a handful of places, and one of the places has a cookie croissant like hybrid that's called Les Cookies. How was that?
A+.
Exactly. Thank you. And that was mind blowing. Not only the fact that like it was an excellent croissant and an excellent cookie, but the fact that they figured out how to make them together.
Now the regular croissants, in your mind, what made them better than any old croissant? So
I respect your pronunciation there. I can't go full croissant. You go off of like what the ones we have here, and it's like they're mostly like butter flavored.
Mm-hmm.
The ones there have like a
greasy.
Yeah, the ones there have like a real balance. In that like they're like a little sweet and then a little rich, and then like the air in there. Yeah, it's
pillowy.
We're becoming like a pizza house. Like we like to make our pizza at home now. And I've gotten
a Pizza Hut.
No. It's called, no, the Pizza House.
We're becoming
we are
it's a new competitor that's really just that's class shaming Pizza Hut.
I mean, I used to,
and then here comes the Pizza Mansion, and then
yeah, so anyway, I've been getting really into like the like air content in like pizza crust.
Okay.
So I had an appreciation for the croissant.
Okay.
But yeah, it was fun. It was a good trip.
What else did you get into?
We did a boat tour, which was very enjoyable. I did tell you earlier that there were some annoying teens behind me, which makes me feel so old that I'm complaining about teenagers. But no, it was really nice. And then we had a couple of great dinners. One of the places recommended by you. We had steak au pois.
Steak au pois.
Yeah. At a place called Ren Ami. We did not get to go to the place that Dana has recommended because we could not get through the phone line to make the reservation. But no, it was very enjoyable. We just walked everywhere. Like we went to a lot of different.
We
went to a lot of different parts of Paris, and My wife did a lot of shopping. She's a big, like, look at everything in the shop, don't get anything, which is great with me. Works for me. And then, we went to London. You may have seen that I met up with Elliot Shore Parks in London on his birthday. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had fun. We met some Nottingham residents at a bar, and that was funny to like they like discovered Elliot after like an hour, and they were like very surprised like that Elliot has such a following on social media.
Okay. What does that have to do with them being from Nottingham?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Notting. If you had made that joke, I would have laughed.
Okay.
So it was a nice trip. It was 2 places we had been before, so we didn't feel like obligated to do a lot of the big stuff.
Sure.
But mostly about walking around and exploring. Honestly, just like eating really good food, getting some really good coffee, and just having a nice time.
You saw London. You saw France. Did you see some underpants?
Probably, actually.
Getting it done in the studio and out of the studio. All right. I guess I'll wrap it up for this episode of the PHLY Eagles podcast. Listen, if Howie does something in the next 43 minutes, we will fire up the emergency podcast. We are staying here in the studio at the ready if Howie does something. And otherwise, we're going to let you know what happens when he talks to the media. And then we'll be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock. The two of us back in the saddle. We're going to hear from Adam Hogue. And we're going to talk to our friend, Wannabe GM, get a little into the weeds on what's going on with this Eagles defense with some new players added. We're going to hear from Brandon Graham as well. So make sure that you check out the Flyers and the Sixers shows tonight. Pre-game Flyers 6:30, pre-game Sixers 7:30, and then the post-game shows. Both teams very exciting right now. Looking forward to that. And otherwise, we'll talk to you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, EJ. Thank you, Julia, for showing off the dance moves. And as always, we love you.
We all silly like the mayor.